Alina stared at the screen, her heart pounding as the video call connected. There she was, Bianca, with those piercing green eyes that had haunted her dreams for months. But as the image sharpened, Alina's world shattered. Bianca wasn't just her online lover. She was the spitting image of her boss's daughter, the one who'd visited the office last Christmas. The realization hit like a freight train. Alina's fingers froze on the keyboard, her mind racing through every late-night chat, every shared secret that now felt like a betrayal waiting to explode. How could she have been so blind? The subtle hints about Chicago's skyline, the offhand mentions of corporate life. It all clicked into place, turning her hidden romance into a ticking bomb. She slammed her laptop shut, pacing her small apartment in the heart of Chicago's bustling Loop district. The city lights flickered outside her window, mocking her isolation. Alina had always played it safe, hiding her sexuality behind a facade of professionalism at the marketing firm where she clawed her way up from intern to mid-level manager. But Bianca had cracked that shell, drawing her out with whispered promises of authenticity in a world that demanded conformity. Why hadn't Bianca said anything? Alina's thoughts swirled in a storm of anger and hurt. Was this some game to her? The daughter of Mr. Harrington, the conservative CEO who preached family values and donated to anti-LGBT causes? Alina sank onto her couch, burying her face in her hands. The weight of potential exposure crushed her, losing her job, her reputation, everything she'd built to escape her own family's judgment back in Ohio. She replayed their first messages in her mind. It started innocently on a dating app for women seeking women, a safe space where Alina could be herself without fear. Bianca's profile had been vague. No face pics, just artsy shots of sketches and cityscapes. Looking for real connection in a fake world, her bio read. Alina had messaged first, drawn to the mystery, and soon they were texting daily, sharing vulnerabilities Alina hadn't voiced in years. I feel trapped in my own life, Bianca had typed one night. My family expects so much, but they don't know the real me. Alina had empathized, pouring out her own struggles with a homophobic upbringing, how she'd moved to Chicago to start fresh. Now those confessions felt like ammunition. What if Bianca told her father? Mr. Harrington's office was plastered with photos of his perfect family, Bianca included, though Alina had never made the connection until now. The phone buzzed, snapping her back. It was Bianca. Hey love, why'd you hang up? Everything okay? Alina's thumb hovered over the reply button. Ignore it. Confront her? The decision loomed, heavy with consequences. She typed back, her words sharp. We need to talk. Now. They met at a quiet coffee shop in Wicker Park, away from the downtown crowds. Alina arrived first, her nerves frayed. She ordered a black coffee, clutching the cup like a lifeline. When Bianca walked in, the resemblance was undeniable. The same sharp jawline as Mr. Harrington, the poised walk of someone raised in privilege. Bianca slid into the booth, her smile fading as she saw Alina's expression. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Alina leaned forward, voice low. You're Emily Harrington, aren't you? Mr. Harrington's daughter. Bianca's face paled, eyes widening. How did you? The video call. I recognized you from the office photos. Alina's voice cracked. Why didn't you tell me? We've been talking for 6 months. Bianca glanced around, then whispered. I didn't want it to complicate things. My dad. He's not exactly open-minded. If he knew about us, about me. So you lied. Alina's anger bubbled up. You let me bare my soul, knowing who you were? It wasn't a lie, Bianca insisted, reaching for her hand. Alina pulled away. I fell for you, Alina. The real you. Not the office version. But the damage was done. Alina's mind raced with scenarios, whispers in the break room, HR calls, her career derailed. She stood up abruptly. I can't do this. Not like this. As she walked out, the rain started, mirroring the tears she fought back. Back home, she tossed and turned, questioning every choice. Had she been too trusting? Was love worth the risk in a world that punished authenticity? The next day at work, the tension was palpable. Mr. Harrington called a staff meeting, his voice booming about company loyalty. Alina avoided his gaze, her stomach in knots. During lunch, her phone lit up with Bianca's messages. Please, let's talk. I can explain. She ignored them, focusing on her reports. But inside, the conflict raged. Part of her yearned for Bianca's comfort, the way their conversations had made her feel seen. Yet the fear was stronger, fear of rejection, of being outed, of losing control. By evening, curiosity won. She agreed to meet again, this time at Bianca's apartment in Lincoln Park. The place was sleek, filled with art pieces that screamed privilege. Bianca opened the door, eyes red from crying. "I'm sorry," she said immediately. "I should have told you sooner. But I was scared. My dad's world is so rigid. He thinks being gay is a phase, something to pray away." Alina crossed her arms. "And what about me? I'm the one who could lose everything. You're safe in your daddy's shadow." Bianca flinched. "It's not that simple. If he finds out, he'll cut me off. Force me into therapy or worse." They argued for hours, voices rising and falling. Alina paced, her thoughts a whirlwind. Why fight for this? But as Bianca shared her own pains, years of hiding, failed relationships, the pressure to marry a man her father approved, Alina felt a crack in her resolve. Maybe they could make it work in secret. But even as the thought formed, she knew it was a dangerous path, one lined with potential heartbreak. The weeks that followed were a tightrope walk. Alina and Bianca agreed to keep things under wraps, meeting in hidden spots around Chicago, obscure bars in Logan Square, late-night walks along the lakefront. But the secrecy gnawed at Alina's soul. Every stolen kiss felt like a rebellion. Yet the fear of discovery loomed like a shadow. At work, Alina threw herself into projects, hoping to distract from the turmoil. Mr. Harrington praised her dedication in a team email, calling her a rising star. The irony burned. If only he knew his star was falling for his daughter. Bianca pushed for more openness in their private moments. "We can't live like this forever," she'd say, her hand tracing patterns on Alina's arm. "I want to be with you, out in the world." But Alina hesitated. Her family back home was no better. Her mother's disappointed sighs over the phone when she mentioned being single, her father's outdated views on traditional life. Coming out meant risking it all, and now with Bianca's connection, the stakes were sky high. One evening after a particularly grueling day, Alina confided in her best friend, Sarah, over drinks at a rooftop bar. Sarah, openly gay and unapologetic, listened with wide eyes. "You're dating the boss's kid? Girl, that's a recipe for disaster." "I know," Alina admitted, swirling her wine. "But she's different. She gets me." Sarah leaned in. "Does she? Or is it the thrill? Think about it, her privilege shields her. You're expendable." The words stung, planting seeds of doubt. That night, Alina confronted Bianca via text. "Are we just playing house? What happens when it gets real?" Bianca called immediately. "It's real for me. But we need a plan. Maybe I talk to my mom first. She's more understanding." Alina's heart raced. Mrs. Harrington was involved in charity work, seemingly progressive. But assumptions were dangerous. The plan unfolded slowly. Bianca broached the subject at a family dinner, testing waters with hypotheticals about friends coming out. Her mother's response was lukewarm. "As long as they're happy, I suppose." But Mr. Harrington shut it down. "Not in this house. We have standards." Bianca relayed this to Alina, her voice trembling. "He's worse than I thought. But I can't hide anymore." The decision crystallized for Bianca. She'd come out, consequences be damned. Alina supported her, but inwardly panicked. What if it backfired? The confrontation happened on a Sunday afternoon at the Harrington family home in the suburbs. Bianca invited Alina for moral support, hiding her as a friend. But as voices rose inside, Alina waited in the car, heart pounding. She heard shouts through the cracked window. "You're confused," Mr. Harrington bellowed. "This is that liberal nonsense from art school." Bianca stood her ground. "It's who I am, Dad. And there's someone special." The door slammed, Bianca storming out with tears streaming. She got in the car. "He kicked me out. Said don't come back until I fix this." Alina drove them away, her mind reeling. Now Bianca was homeless, crashing at her place. The intimacy deepened, but so did the pressure. Alina's apartment felt smaller, their lives entangled in ways she hadn't anticipated. At work the next day, Mr. Harrington was absent. Rumors swirled. family emergency. Alina buried herself in tasks, but guilt ate at her. Had she pushed Bianca into this? When he returned, his demeanor was icy. During a one-on-one meeting, he eyed Alina suspiciously. "You've been distracted lately. Everything all right at home?" "Fine, sir," she lied, her pulse quickening. But the cracks showed. Bianca, now job hunting, vented daily about her father's betrayal. "He was supposed to love me unconditionally." Alina nodded, but her own resentment surfaced. "And what about my job? If he finds out about us?" Bianca snapped. "Is that all you care about? Your career over us?" The argument escalated, words like daggers. Alina stormed out, wandering the streets. Why was love so costly? She thought of her own choices, leaving home, building a life alone. Was Bianca worth dismantling it? They reconciled that night. Apologies whispered in the dark. But the tension lingered, a prelude to worse. Soon, the betrayal came from an unexpected angle. Sarah, in a misguided attempt to help, anonymously tipped off HR about potential conflicts of interest. Alina found out when called into a meeting. "Is there any relationship with the Harrington family we should know about?" the HR rep asked. Alina denied it, but the seed was planted. Paranoia set in. Was Sarah jealous? Or truly concerned? Confronting Sarah, Alina's voice shook. "Why would you do that?" Sarah shrugged. "You were spiraling. Better to face it head-on." The friendship fractured, another casualty. Alina felt isolated, questioning loyalties. Bianca comforted her, but even that felt strained. As months passed, the relationship deepened amid chaos. They attended underground LGBT events, finding community. But society's judgments seeped in, stares from strangers, whispers about those girls. Alina's internal battle raged. Embrace this or retreat to safety? The choice loomed heavy with what-ifs. The turning point came during Pride Month. Chicago's streets burst with color. But for Alina, it was a battlefield. Bianca wanted to march together, hand in hand. "It's time to live openly," she urged. Alina balked. "What if someone from work sees us? Your dad has connections everywhere." Bianca's eyes flashed. "So we're hiding forever? That's not living." The argument simmered, leading to a compromise. They'd go, but stay low-key. At the parade, surrounded by cheers and rainbows, Alina felt a spark of freedom. For the first time, she held Bianca's hand publicly, the warmth battling her fears. But fate intervened. A colleague spotted them, snapping a photo that went viral in office chats. By Monday, whispers filled the halls. Mr. Harrington summoned Alina to his office. "Explain this," he demanded, shoving his phone forward. The photo stared back. Alina and Bianca, unmistakable. Her stomach dropped. "Sir, you're involved with my daughter?" His face reddened. "After everything? You manipulated her." "No," Alina protested. "It happened before I knew who she was." He slammed his fist. "You're fired. Effective immediately. And if you contact her again, I'll make sure you never work in this city." Security escorted her out, box of belongings in hand. The humiliation burned. On the street, she called Bianca, voice breaking. "It's over. Your dad knows." Bianca gasped. "I'll talk to him." But the damage was irreversible. Alina returned home to find Bianca packing. "I'm going to my mom's. She'll help mediate." Alina felt abandoned. "And me? I lost my job for us." Bianca paused. "I didn't ask you to. You chose secrecy." The words cut deep, exposing the rift. Was Bianca blaming her? The fight erupted, accusations flying. Bianca's privilege, Alina's caution. In the aftermath, Alina sat alone, jobless and heartbroken. Applications went unanswered. Whispers of scandal tainted her name. She moved back to Ohio temporarily, facing her family's scrutiny. "Why'd you quit a good job?" her mother probed. Alina deflected, but inside the pain festered. Had love been worth it? Or was it a foolish gamble? Bianca reached out sporadically, updates on family therapy. "Dad's stubborn, but Mom's pushing him." Alina responded curtly, resentment building. Why fight for someone who'd let her fall? Then came the ultimate betrayal. Scrolling social media, Alina saw Bianca at a gala, arm linked with a man, her father's business associate. The caption, "Family first." Her heart shattered. Was it a setup? Or had Bianca caved? She confronted her via call. "What's this? You're straight now." Bianca sobbed. "It's not real." Dad forced it to save face. "But I miss you." "Miss me? You chose them." Alina yelled. The call ended in tears. Alina spiraled, questioning everything. Had Bianca ever been committed? Or was she a pawn in her own life? Months later, a job offer came from a progressive firm in New York. Alina accepted, seeking a fresh start. But Bianca's shadow lingered. They met one last time in Chicago at their old coffee shop. Bianca looked worn. "I ended the charade. Told Dad I'm done pretending." Alina nodded coolly. "Good for you. But what about the damage to me?" Bianca reached out. "I regret it all. Can we try again?" Alina hesitated, the pull strong. But the scars ran deep. "I need time." Walking away, she felt a mix of liberation and loss. Society's pressures had tested them, revealing cracks. Was reconciliation possible? Or was it time to heal alone? The move to New York brought new challenges. Alina joined support groups, sharing her story. Hearing others' tales of family rejection and societal bias, she found solidarity. Yet doubts persisted. Had she been too unforgiving? Bianca's messages continued, pleading for forgiveness. One night, Alina drafted a response. "I understand the pressure, but trust is broken." Sending it felt final, a step toward closure. But as days passed, Bianca's silence hurt more than expected. Then a package arrived, Bianca's sketches, drawings of their moments together. A note. "These are real. So were we." Tears flowed. Alina realized the complexity. Love entangled with pain, choices with consequences. She called Bianca. "Let's talk. For real this time." The conversation lasted hours, unpacking hurts. Bianca admitted her cowardice. "I should have fought harder for us." Alina confessed her fears. "I hid too much, even from myself." A tentative plan formed, therapy, slow rebuilding. But external forces loomed. Mr. Harrington threatened disinheritance if Bianca pursued that lifestyle. Bianca stood firm. "It's my life, not yours." The fallout was swift, funds cut, but freedom gained. Alina supported from afar, their bond strengthening through adversity. Reunited in New York, Alina and Bianca navigated a fragile new beginning. Alina's job at the ad agency provided stability, while Bianca pursued freelance art, free from family strings. But old wounds festered, surfacing in quiet moments. One evening, over dinner in their cozy Brooklyn apartment, Bianca broached the past. "Do you regret us?" Alina paused, forked midway. "Sometimes." The pain was real. Bianca nodded. "Me too. But it woke me up. I was living a lie." The honesty bridged gaps, but society's echoes persisted. At a work event, Alina overheard colleagues gossiping about those types. She spoke up, defending inclusivity, earning respect but also backlash. Internally, she battled self-doubt. Was she strong enough for this life? Bianca's encouragement helped. "We're in it together." Yet Malthwandowduk arose. Bianca's mother reached out, begging reconciliation. "Your father's ill. He wants to make amends." Bianca wavered. "Should I go? After everything?" Alina advised caution. "Only if it's for you, not him." The visit to Chicago was tense. Mr. Harrington, weakened by a heart scare, offered a half apology. "I was wrong to judge." But when Bianca mentioned Alina, his face hardened. "That's different. She's the one who caused this." Bianca stormed out again, the cycle repeating. Back in New York, she vented. "Why can't he accept us?" Alina held her. "Because change is hard. But we're proof it's possible." Their relationship deepened, marked by therapy sessions unpacking traumas. Alina shared her family's rejection, calls ignored after she came out via letter. "They think it's a choice," she said tearfully. Bianca empathized. "Mine too. But we choose love over fear." A pivotal moment came at a protest against anti-LGBT legislation. Standing amid crowds, chanting for rights, Alina felt empowered. Bianca by her side, they faced counter-protesters' jeers, solidifying their bond. But betrayal struck again from within. Alina discovered Bianca had secretly contacted her old firm, pleading for Alina's reinstatement. "I thought it would help," Bianca admitted. Alina felt violated. "You went behind my back? After all the trust issues?" The argument shook their foundation. "I'm trying to fix what I broke," Bianca cried. "But it's my life," Alina shot back. Days of silence followed. Alina questioned if patterns repeated, Bianca's impulsiveness clashing with her caution. Reconciliation came slowly, with promises of transparency. They attended couples counseling, learning to communicate amid drama. Society's pressures mounted. A viral article exposed their story. Anonymously leaked, perhaps by Sarah or a Harrington ally. Headlines screamed, "CEO's daughter in lesbian scandal rocks firm." Calls flooded, reporters, supporters, haters. Alina's job was threatened. Bianca's art commissions dried up. They hunkered down, supporting each other. "This is the price," Alina whispered one night. Bianca nodded. "Worth it for us." Food for thought awakened. Alina blogged anonymously about their journey, sparking discussions on family, identity, and forgiveness. Responses varied, some empathetic, others condemning. It fueled her growth, turning pain into purpose. Bianca's art evolved, pieces reflecting internal struggles. A gallery show featured their story abstractly, drawing crowds. At the opening, Mr. Harrington appeared unexpectedly. "I saw the article. Needed to see for myself." Tension thickened. He approached Bianca. "I'm proud of your work. And I'm trying to understand." No full apology, but a start. Alina watched warily, hoping for change. Back home they debriefed. "Think he'll come around?" Bianca asked. "Maybe," Alina said. "But we don't need his approval." Their love, forged in fire, stood resilient. Yet questions lingered. Was full acceptance possible in a divided world? As time passed, they built a life, friends, community, shared dreams. Alina advanced at work, advocating for diversity. Bianca's career flourished. But a final test loomed. Alina's family invited her home for Thanksgiving. "Bring your friend," her mother said hesitantly. Bianca encouraged. "It's a step." The trip was fraught. At the table, introductions awkward. Her father grumbled, but her mother asked questions, showing curiosity. A heated debate ensued over politics. Alina defended her life. "Love is love. Why fight it?" Her father softened slightly. "I don't get it, but you're my daughter." Small victories amid ongoing struggles. Returning to New York, Alina reflected. Had sacrifices paid off? The culmination arrived unexpectedly. Bianca proposed during a quiet walk in Central Park, ring glinting under the sun. "Marry me. Let's face the world together." Alina's yes was tearful, a commitment amid chaos. Planning the wedding amplified conflicts. Family invitations sparked debates. Mr. Harrington declined, citing principles. Alina's parents wavered but attended, a tentative olive branch. The ceremony was intimate, surrounded by allies. Vows exchanged, they promised resilience against odds. Post-wedding, life settled into rhythm, but society's undercurrents persisted. Workplace discrimination suits, friend betrayals, each a reminder of the fight. Bianca's pregnancy via IVF brought joy and fear. "What if our child faces what we did?" she worried. Alina reassured. "We'll teach them strength." As the baby arrived, a girl named Hope, their world expanded. Family visits increased, barriers crumbling slowly. Mr. Harrington met his granddaughter, emotions stirring change. "She's innocent. Maybe I was wrong." Alina watched, hopeful yet guarded. Forgiveness came gradually, not erasing scars but healing them. Years later, reflecting on their journey, Alina penned a memoir. It detailed the shocks, betrayals, and awakenings, the cost of authenticity in a judgmental society. Readers debated. Was their love triumphant or tragic? The book ended with a question, echoing their lives. But in quiet moments, Alina knew the truth. They'd chosen each other, paying the price, emerging stronger. Bianca, cradling hope, smiled. "We did it." Alina nodded, heartful. Yet the world outside remained divided, a constant battle. The story of Alina and Bianca wasn't just romance. It was a testament to endurance, questioning norms, and the human cost of love.